at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, doing live free picks here for you here for the games for today. Before we get started, just a couple things. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, free picks every single day. Of course, for this show, you definitely want to set notifications so you can bet into the best numbers. And also want to make note here of our promo code we're running. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Then click in the All Cappers tab and then getting signed up. We'd also love to hear from you guys, so be sure to post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's take a look at who's on our show with us here for this afternoon. With us today is Mindy Han, Ramon Scott, and Brown. All right, let's get this one underway. It's game day picks here for today's action. Thursday, let's go ahead and welcome in Brown. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com, where he's doing great work right now in Major League Baseball. You'll find his shorts as well on the channel. Let's bring him in right now. Collins, what's happening?
It's a pretty good day so far. Didn't have Juan Soto knock a total off for me, so we're starting off on the right foot already today.
That's great. Yep. Looks that way. Here we go. 8 Eastern Time. We're going to be looking at this Cubs and Mets game here with the Mets here. $1.30 minus 130, total 7.5.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and steal a page out of Ramon's book here. This is going to be a contrarian play here, though. The public's all over the opposite side of this one. The Mets are coming off a divisional series win in Atlanta. They're winners of 6 of their last 10, while the Cubs sporting a 6-game losing streak, winners 2 of their last 10. We've got Carrasco going up against Thompson in this one. Carrasco's last 3 away starts, he's given up 12 earned through 14 innings pitched, but the whip still looks pretty good with a 1.22 whip. Carrasco's FIP on the season sits at a 359, a K percentage of 24, a walk percentage of 6. Carrasco is going to be a guy, he's going to get a high chase rate. He's not going to walk a lot. He's going to get some strikeouts. And he's done a really good job this year of limiting the long ball. And then we see Thompson on the opposing side. In his last 3 home starts, he's done really well. 5 earned through 16 and a third innings pitched with a 119 whip. Thompson's FIP on the year sits at a 362, a K percentage of 23. But he struggles a little bit with the walks at an 8% walk rate. Thompson's going to force some weak contact. He's done it all year. He does struggle with the walks, but he limits the home run balls and he leaves runners on base. So pretty good stuff from Thompson here with the Cubs. He's kept them in a lot of games this year. He's kept them in games going deep into some of these, going to the 6th and 7th, even in the 8th inning sometimes. So I do expect him to limit the Cubs' offense. They're coming off of a divisional series in Atlanta, and it's a very emotional series for these guys. They battled through Atlanta's hot streak, right, of seeing some games fall back on that division. So I'm expecting some digression here from the Mets. They've played 14 games in the 14 days of the month, or this will be their 14th game in 14 days this month. But they're averaging 4 runs a game in the last week, while the Cubs come into this one 3.5 runs a game in the last week. The Cubs coming off a 2-game sweep at the hands of the Orioles. Bats are really struggled in that interleague set. And Thompson's been really good for the Cubs. I mentioned it before. He's going to go deep into games. He's going to give them a chance to lose and keep the score tight. So I'm going to go contrarian. I'm going to go under the 7.5 here and expect these 2 pitchers to do a really good job of limiting these offenses in Chicago.
All right, we got Collins here going under total here, the Mets and the Cubs. Of course, the Mets here on a losing streak, a team that has struggled here. And one thing that's going for your favorite here with this under is when you look at here at the weather, you always have to look at the weather here, and really it does impact these totals. We're seeing about 7 miles per hour in this one.
Yeah, when you get some, I live close to a river here, so you get some wind coming off that water, and it'll play. It really will. And you get a ball up there in the air, and like I mentioned, both of these guys are doing a pretty good job of forcing weak contact. So if you get a weak fly ball in the air and the wind's blowing out, you might see it carry out. But the wind blowing in, it's a routine fly ball. So both of these pitchers do a really good job of limiting the home run ball as well. So if the ball gets up in the air, and they limit the home run ball as well. So probably not going to see as many home runs in this one. I do expect the Mets offense to struggle a little bit coming off of that emotional set against the Braves. So I'm pretty interested to watch this game, actually. It might not be a highly watched game or a highly anticipated game, but I'm interested to see how the Mets bounce back after that series in Atlanta.
All right, Mets Cubs under total of 7.5 runs. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Collins, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com here for today. 266 units of profit MLB, all documented here last 7 days. Still 12 games here on this 13-game board here. 1 game going on. It looks like it's still 1-1. Miami a double play with bases loaded, so they continue on here. Pittsburgh gets out of a jam. 266 units past 7 days. What do you have gone over at TonySpicks.com?
Yeah, so we had the Marlins money line in the short last night. If you were paying attention to that one, so we're kind of sweating through that one right now. We were looking pretty good with the bases loaded there, 1 out in the full count, but apparently a double play ball ruined that one for us. But it's going to be all right. I don't really trust the Pirates' offense all too well, and that bullpen's not great. Anyways, I've got a 3-pick pass out right now. I just put out a pick for subscribers for Major League Baseball tonight. It was a money line play, so make sure if you're a subscriber that you are getting on that pick for tonight. Thinking of adding one more. I've been paying attention to this game a little bit, but some line movement here and there is kind of throwing me off of it. But I'm going to keep paying attention to that game and see if it's where I want to jump in at. So, but I've got the 3-game pick pass out there for Thursday tonight. Feel really good about those plays. It's been a pretty good week for me so far. I've done really well with totals this week. And some of the spreads have kind of bit me in the butt. I had the Dodgers last night -1.5, but just for them to win that game was pretty impressive as is. So we're jumping into some more action today, just 4 games, but there might be a 5th that goes out here in about an hour.
All right, guys, you got to go with Collins Brown over at TonySpicks.com. You see the numbers here: 266 units profit last 7 days, documented here in MLB. You can verify those numbers by going to Collins' handicapper page. Go down to pick history. You can see all the picks that are there, all documented. Tonight, he's got a 3-pack up there right now from Major League Baseball. His 3 best plays from baseball up right now. Get on board with that. Of course, if you like baseball coverage, you can get the remainder of Collins' baseball season pass for the regular season. So get on board here. $319 for that baseball regular season pass, and we can save 20% off that right now. We'll take $64 off that when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Collins' page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. Of course, you can use this promo code as well on the Tuesday Triple Play if you prefer. But again, use it. We just did the math for you on that third day on the regular season pass from baseball from Collins, but you make the choice. But remember to access Collins' page, just click the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and get signed up. All right, Collins, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again tomorrow, but I know you contribute to the channel here at TonySpicks.com with your video shorts for Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I do about 4, 5, or 6 shorts a night. I think there was 4 or 5 that went up last night. Keep in mind, those are shorts. So they kind of just recap the game, kind of tell you what to be looking at, a little bit of stat line from both pitchers, and then how the offenses have been performing. So not going really too crazy into detail in those games, but if you want those detailed picks and those detailed plays or those premiums, jump on those pick passes, because that's where you're going to get a lot of that detailed action in those best bets.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Collins over at TonySpicks.com with those best bets. Click the link in the description. Get signed up. Don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you 20% off. All right, Collins, as always, great having you show. Continue your success. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. I appreciate it.
You got it. Collins Brown here on Game Day Picks. Guys, this is Game Day Picks. We're with you live Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Hey, it's not all about me anymore. We got our professional cappers contributing here with content on our site, so keep an eye on there. We got Collins with his videos, Ramon with his video series. Have been great reception there with WNBA, CFL, and more. Mindy puts up her videos. We saw a video today from Tiffany. Tiffany made an appearance there on the channel. So, guys, people ask about Tiffany. She's red hot. She's doing great. Yeah, you got to see her in action here with her video short. So keep an eye on, subscribe to our channel. Greatly appreciate it. Also, you'll see videos from Dylan. We'll get some more cappers as well coming on board. So we'll have a really good contribution. Looking forward to a great football season and more. So check us out here at TonySpicks.com. Let's continue on here with the show. It is now time to welcome in Mindy Han. You'll find her over at TonySpicks.com, which is great work here at Major League Baseball. Bring her in right now. Mindy, what's happening?
I'm doing well, Tony. How are you today?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go.
Good.
7:40 Eastern Time. I like the central of a battle here between the White Sox and Twins. We got the Twins here favored at $1.55. The total here at 8.5.
Yeah, so we have the White Sox versus the Twins today. I think this one is going to come down to a lot of starting pitching here today. So you have Cueto on the mound. He's 3-4, 2.91 ERA. 53 Ks. He had a no decision there in his last outing. Versus Sonny Gray here for the Twins, 4-2 on the season. ERA of 3.03. And, right now, I think Sonny Gray, he kind of has a little bit of a, hot hand here. I think White Sox and Twins are both, about 3 wins out of their last 5 games here. But if you look at Cueto, he has actually been a lot better on the road this year than at home. His ERA is actually well under 2 on those away games here. And if you take a look at 8 out of his 10 starts this year have been, quality starts. So he will probably get us into the later innings here as well. Sonny Gray, on the other hand, he's kind of been having a difficult July here. He's at a 7.45 ERA in July. There's been a little bit of uneven play here by the Twins. And if you compare those quality starts for Cueto, to Sonny Gray's only had 4 quality starts in his last 12 games, pitched here as well. And, I think Sonny Gray, for me, like, he used to be one of those minus 175, minus 150 pitchers. But I'm kind of, trending a little bit downward on him. So that 155, I think is just way too high for him today. So I like, the White Sox here on the money line at plus 135.
Yeah, I'm in agreement here with you 100%. Yeah, Cueto, I got to give it to the guy, right? He took the minor league, he took the minor league contract. He's a veteran guy, he still believes in himself, and he's working himself up, and he's put up some respectable numbers here. He swallowed his pride. Some of these guys don't like these minor league contracts, especially when you put the credentials like Cueto, but to his credit, he likes to play. He's a professional, and he's put up some really good numbers. And you're right. I handicapped this game as well, and then Gray has been struggling here this month. And again, with Minnesota, one of those up and down teams, it's pretty tough to ride them because they're so inconsistent. Win loss. I mean, you don't get a lot of streaks with this Twins team, and they just split the series there with the Brewers. And one thing that's going strong here for this White Sox team is over the past 10 games, the performance of bullpen has been pretty good.
Yeah, and I think that's why they're still in the hunt here, right? I mean, the Twins have gone out to, a big start and then has gone, 500 over about the last, 10, 15, games here. And then if you take a look at, this is a 4 series set. So whoever comes out of this one, going into the All-Star break may have a little bit of an advantage here going, down the stretch too. Because the Twins probably should have put, the White Sox and the Rangers, they probably should have put them away. But, and then I take a look at, Sonny Gray, another thing that I didn't mention, he actually gets, he puts a lot of guys on base. It's just that these teams that he's been facing just haven't been hitting those guys in. So, I think he's kind of setting himself up for, disaster. And that's some of the reason why he hasn't really probably had, those quality starts in there either. Just putting too many guys on base.
Yeah, too many guys on base of late. Of course, the results have been not too shabby here for Gray here in July. And, of course, remember, 3 divisional league champions go in and 3 wild cards in the playoffs. So there's a lot at stake here. We're starting to see some teams. Mariners making a run here. They're going to be tough in the wild card race. Orioles, a team that we've been following. Of course, that AL East will be tight. When we have 1 wild card, 2, 3, it's going to be a tight race here. So teams already look at the standings and say we got a lot of work to do as we get to the second half of the season. White Sox plus 135 here against the Twins. This one to have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. We're showing great work here over the past 7 days. We have 1 game going off, so it remains a 12-game card here from Major League Baseball. Still some WNBA as well. What do you have going over at the site?
Well, you're in luck. I did have some WNBA plays today. So I had the Aces here this morning, so got an early win at that 10 a.m. game. And then I have another one yet here this evening. So you can still catch that. I had 7 plays today, so now I have 6 of those left. But I did put a 3-pack out for Major League Baseball. It's kind of a good mix, I think. I put in a couple, first fives in there, a run line. I think I kind of really, mixed it up here pretty good for you. So I think it's a nice package. I'm real happy with it. So, really take a look at that, getting in on those plays. Then, you can take a look at something a little bit longer too. If you're not looking just for today's work, get yourself into something here over the weekend. We have a lot of plays over the weekend. So it's a good time to get a 3-pack or a 3-day pass or a 7-day pass or something a little bit longer, like the rest of that regular season as we're heading down the stretch after the All-Star break.
So again, both Mindy Han over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see good results here the last 7 days. A 3-pack right now on the board here, affordably priced $25. Mindy's a three-pack right now for Major League Baseball. The long-term passes as well. You can get on board with Mindy's regular season money grabber. The remainder of Major League Baseball, we go right to about early October here with regular season play. $333.33 for the remainder of regular season baseball here. We can save you 20% off that. We'll do the math on this one. It's about roughly about $66 off when you use a promo code TonyT at checkout. Of course, you can use that promo code even on the one-off on the 3-pack there. But we did the math for you here on the regular season pass here. Remainder of Major League Baseball here during the regular season from Mindy. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. Of course, that promo code will save you some money. Of course, you can use that, as we said, on Mindy's regular season pass, on her 1-year all sports pass as well. That'll save you quite a bit of money. Mindy's in action here with all the major sports here, as well as WNBA and maybe more. NHL, look, there's a lot of action here with that 1-year all sports pass, so this is a good time to look into that as well. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. I know we do see some of your videos up there on the channel as well as on occasion.
Yes, I like to get the videos up. I missed yesterday. I've been putting in a lot of flooring here at the house. I know you guys have heard my construction process over the last couple of months. So it's getting close to being done. Furniture is being delivered on the 30th, so then I can get back to normal. But yeah, I really have been working on Tiffany to get some videos done. She's like super shy, so it's one of those deals.
Great work. Well, we got her up there. She does fantastic work. Top of the leaderboards, in baseball, NHL. I mean, every day you see her top winning.
For a little bit to get out here.
Yeah, it'll get. I mean, we got the shorts going. That's a good starting point there. Get her up with the shorts. It look really great. She looked great there on the camera. So you can find Tiffany there over on our channel. She just put up her video short today. We had her a few times on the live shows. We got her on the shorts, and I think this is a good format for her. Again, she's done fantastic. I mean, her handicap, her handicap has been on par, man. Very, very well educated lady as well.
Exactly. Yeah, she's the one that has the VP of a water company here in town, and then has 4 kids, so she's super busy, but still gets in there and knows her sports, right? So it works out pretty good.
She knows data very well. It's the data, statistical analyst.
That is what it is. It's all about the data. We're kind of similar, right? We look a lot at the numbers. We try to take our heart out of the plays. Not so much feeling work when we do handicapping.
That's right. All right, and Mindy, continue that success and say hi to Tiffany, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, will do.
You got it. Mindy Han here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with us Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. each time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Hey, we want you guys live with us so you can bet into those best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with the show. And we got a comment here from Timothy Keller. Heard players out for KC. Yeah, they are. There's some players out for KC in Toronto here. So keep an eye on that. It's kind of a story that broke yesterday about, it has to do with vaccinations. You guys can read into it, but it's they're out there. A lot of players out here for KC in this one. Let's continue on here with the show. Let's go ahead and welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's been on a tear here. He's been on a tear. I've just seen some of the numbers. Ramon's been on fire past 30 days. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, about those Royals not being able to make that trip into Toronto because of the vaccination status made for a crazy line today, certainly, almost approaching $4. I was wondering if they just were going to play with like 20 guys or something.
Yeah, it's a kind of a situation, but they've got a solution to it. So let's see how these players take the field tonight. We're going here to this Nationals ball club, which again it's been kind of tough on them. They're going to be hosting here the Atlanta Braves. Of course, you never know what happens in these games. We saw Cincinnati, the Yankees and Reds give the Yankees a pretty good run in those 2 games. But anyway, the Braves here are going to be minus 230s on the road, total 9.5.
Yeah, if you hang out with some of the people that I hang out with, that I like to call the Sharps, they kind of were tabbing Cincinnati in that series. So let's see what happens with the Braves and the Nats. The Nats are garbage right now, we know that, but I'm here to stick up for Anibal Sanchez. Tony, I'm tired of watching all the talking heads this morning, everybody, including Tony T, pouncing on the Braves, laying that run line. I get it. The Nats are absolutely horrible right now, 1-12. Their last 13 ball games. But Anibal Sanchez, come on, folks. The 38-year-old Venezuelan, he's going to make his season debut. He hasn't pitched since 2020, actually. Just in 2021, he was looking for an incentive-laden deal. Maybe he wasn't going to get that from anybody. He got close, but had some things going on. He wasn't sure he was ready to come back. Signed the minor league contract. You just talked about a situation a few moments ago. Sanchez signed the minor league deal. Then he got an injury. It wasn't an arm injury. It was a neck injury. So, look, Anibal Sanchez is a very durable arm. We know that. I mean, talk today. I see the talk. Oh, he's going to be on a pitch count. He's not going to be on a pitch count. Okay, sure. It could be a situation for Sanchez that he's not ready to go more than 5 innings, but I don't think he's on an exact pitch count. We know he's had 3 rehab starts. His last one was 5 1/3 inning, gave up 4 hits and a run. He's just fine physically right now, I think. Now, that's not to say he's going to come in and be overpowering. When has Anibal Sanchez ever been overpowering? But we've seen some great moments in his career, no-hitters and postseason stellar outings. Remember the near no-hitter that he had back in 2019? So, look, I just look for I like Anibal Sanchez. Not necessarily to come in and mow down the red-hot Braves, but I like him as a gutsy competitor. He knows exactly what he's getting into right now in this situation with the Nationals playing as poorly as they are as well. The Nationals, 4 runs or less, Tony, in 12 straight games. In 10 of those games, they scored 3 runs or less. So things are not going great for them. They're hitting just 205 versus right-handers their last 10. Going up against Kyle Wright, 2.75 ERA on the road and 2 ERA over his last 3 starts. 13 of the last 17 starts for Wright have gone under, and the Braves have gone under in 10 of their last 12 games. Now, they've dominated the Nationals. Certainly, they've won 13 out of the last 14 meetings here in Washington, and the Braves bullpen going lights out right now with a 1.58 earned run average over the last 10 games. Now, they just did lose that season series we saw to the Mets, including a pair of they lost the season series, so they're going to be a little bit ready for this series. But I see Sanchez giving a good outing and hoping that he can keep the Braves down. I'm going under, Tony, 9.5 tonight. I don't doubt the Braves can win this game and probably cover that run line, but I like Sanchez to give a gutsy outing and a good account of himself as he is back in the major leagues, and I'm happy for him. Last 2 games, the Braves swept the Nationals in Washington just last week, and the last 2 games were just 4-3 scores. So I think I can get a low one here. Good to see also Rosario returned to the Braves lineup from his injury. He was out 2.5 months with an eye injury. So good news there for the Braves. That's just a little tidbit, a little note. Not necessarily pertaining to my handicap of this game, but I like it under, Tony. I'm an Anibal Sanchez fan, and I'm tired of everyone talking bad about him today.
All right, I think talk about the Nationals. Anibal Sanchez back here he had a rough season there in 2020. Yeah, it was a rough times, right? Rough season. Sometimes you just got to just strike that.
Yeah. 6 ERA north of 6. So ERA north of 6 when he left.
Difficult times there for 2020. I mean, it's not just the players, their family, their relatives, and stuff like that during that COVID situation. Very tough on everyone. But anyway, he's back. It's not an arm injury. It's not a leg injury. It was a neck injury. So we'll see how that works for him. Of course, the Braves, as we know, coming off that emotional swing here, a big series. Now you're facing a last place team that's been beaten around like could be coming off a doubleheader loss. But as you mentioned, they're having trouble scoring. They got those 3 runs on one swing of the bat in the bottom of the ninth, and then really a situation which was a mop up there. And Juan Soto with that home run kind of got Collins upset there with his total. But they're just not Nationals just not producing runs here, and it looks like the Braves really cleaned up that bullpen. They pushed out Noah. Newsom is gone. And they make those little moves there after a third of the way this season. It seems like last year that they're really good moves for that pitching staff.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm gonna need some help also on the Washington side with that bullpen. And I know there's some criticism there of Washington's pen, but they do have a 3.18 earned run average at home, and we have seen this Braves lineup today. And well, what can you say? I mean, they got a pretty tough lineup, so I'm going to need some bullpen help from them. Acuna, Swanson, Olsen, Riley, Rosario, Darno, Osuna, Cano, and Michael Harris gets to start in center field. So that's the way I look at it, Tony. I'm looking forward to Anibal Sanchez returning, and I know where I stand with this game. Certainly, I don't expect necessarily them to knock off these red-hot Braves right now. They really are. Look, I know they lost that series, but that was a big series, and maybe the Braves will get healthy here. They could overlook the Nats. I guess that's a possibility as well. I don't necessarily doubt it. I just think Sanchez can go out there and grind out some innings there tonight. Gutsy competitor. Really a fan of his.
All right, we got Ramon here on the Braves Nationals under total of 9.5 runs. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. Ramon has been on fire. We have actually up-to-date grading here on the site. So we got Ramon now showing 23.02 past 30 days, doing great work there. Of course, we do have a 12-game card remaining from Major League Baseball. One game in action, a real tight game between Marlins and the Pirates. Marlins looking to win this one here in the bottom ninth with 2 runners on here and no outs. Here as they're trying to push across the run to win the game. But anyway, we got 12-game card. We got a lot of WNBA. We've seen your videos here from the WNBA. Of course, ATP action in Newport. We've got also, soccer plays up there as well. A lot going on. Ramon is all over the board here. NBA Summer League. We are documented NBA Summer League from Las Vegas. So from the Las Vegas League, we do have the lines up there. We document the cappers there. First 5 as well. First 5 money line, first 5 totals. A lot that we document that a lot of our competitors do not. And that's why you see a lot of action here from Ramon. Ramon, what do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, Tony, appreciate you mentioning some of that tennis action. That's where I've already cleaned up on 2 winners today. And also you can sweat along with Ramon right now to complete a 3-0 sweep. I've got Isner in his match currently up there on the grass in Newport going up against Benjamin Bonzi. And right now they're in the second set. Isner is up 1 set. Also came home with a winner. Tiffany talked about that Las Vegas Aces winner, and I had the total, which went way over with the Aces' crazy performance offensively as they got off to a huge start. They led by 40 at one point in that game. Actually gave out the Liberty on the video, but great performance by the Aces, and we did have the over in the premium pick realm. So I got in Major League Baseball tonight. Tony, going to be a 3-pack. Right now 2 games are locked and loaded for all the subscribers. They've already gotten their play, but I got another one I'm going to add and make it a 3-pack. Just underway is a game you can also sweat along over in San Diego and Colorado. That one just underway with Snell and Freeland. But also, Tony, you mentioned NBA Summer League. I do have a 3-pack in the Summer League. Went 2-1 yesterday in Summer League action, and that first game is just about ready to go off, actually. So hopefully you got on that one. If not, there are 2 games still left on that package. Also, I will have a WNBA play, not up yet. Still trying to verify just a few things. I might add a second play of that 3-game set. Not sure about that. And there is 1 game in the CFL, and we have a video preview up on that one. It's Edmonton and Montreal. Boy, that takes me back to when I first started watching the CFL. When I think of those 2 teams, I think of the early 80s, really, with that series when those 2 teams were dominant teams. So we do have a video preview on that and may have a premium yet still to come there, Tony. So getting ready for a great weekend. I stayed up all night, watched a lot of golf, and I had Justin Rose in a bunch of DraftKings tickets, and he ended up withdrawing before the tournament. So I'm going to need some more winners, I'm afraid, to make up for that draft, for all those DraftKings lineups that went down the drain with Rosie dropping out of the tournament. I was kind of bummed about that. Doesn't look good for Tiger either. so far at the British. But that's how it is. Tony got a UFC card this weekend and a lot of excitement. Going to be in action certainly in those other sports as well. Keep an eye on my tennis. We're rolling. We're hot right now, no doubt about it.
Yeah, hot with Ramon Scott right now. We're getting grading here. We're coming in here. 2,302 units of profit. Last 30 days, Ramon's been on fire. You can verify those plays by going over to Ramon's handicapper page over at TonySpace.com. Going down to pick history, you'll see every play that is released there, fully transparent, fully documented. Up on the board right now, Ramon has a 3-pack from the NBA Summer League from Las Vegas, which we document here at TonySpace.com. Also, up there are the long-term passes from Ramon. He has a 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. All sports now. All sports, all sports, all sports. Ramon, do you hear it? Ramon's in action pretty much in all sports. So you want to get on board with Ramon right now. A 30-day all sports pass that runs you $329 is action from tennis. If he's got golf matchups, European football, South American football, all the major sports as well, WNBA, CFL. He finds value, he'll put it up there for you guys, so get on board. Very hard-working handicapper here at TonySpace.com. $329 for that 3-pack, for that 30-day pass. And we can save you some money here. We'll take $66 off that 30-day all sports pass when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. That promo code can be used on any. We just did the math on the 30-day pass. If you want to get Ramon's 3-pack here on his Summer League, you can apply it toward that. You want to get on board with his college football season pass, he has that up there as well. You've seen his video series on the CFL and WNBA. He has premium packages there for season passes there as well. So lots offered here from Ramon. I think that all sports pass is very good there because Ramon is in action in a lot of sports. So get on board, become a member of Ramon's premium pass, that 1-month all sports pass. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. All right, Ramon, it's always great having your show. Continue that success. It's been going on here for some time. We've pretty much established a residence there on that leaderboard for the top 30 days, top 7 days. Been doing fantastic work, handicapping these multiple sports and winning, which is fantastic. Now it's documented for the world to see. The numbers are right there for people to see. It's been fantastic. Of course, we've also set up a Twitter account where you have plays up there as well.
I do, and I have a play on Twitter for tonight. It is in the NBA Summer League. So log on to Tony's Picks Ramon and pick up another free pick, free winner. And look at our other handicappers too. Follow their Twitter accounts. We're putting more winners up there every day, more free picks for you, and appreciate those kind words. Tony, joining you at Tony's Picks really is great because you encourage, I know that's, you work hard. You've got to produce the shows and everything. You come in with your package. You're solid on your package. Consistency every day. But the one thing I like that you've allowed us to do as cappers, and maybe specifically me, is branch out into those other sports with my high volume approach. And again, I stress it. I've stressed it in some of the videos, Tony. The work that I'm doing is not any greater than our other handicappers. My total is just higher because of the volume. The percentages are pretty much the same. I'm just dealing a lot more winners total-wise as far as the amount of games I'm being played, and that's allowing me to have the high total, the high units total. But many of the other cappers are doing just as well, if not better than me, percentage-wise. I always joke around that no one has won more games on your site, but no one has also lost more games. But right now, these are the moments where we rack up the units, Tony. Middle of the summer, everybody said we don't have any sports. This is, come on football. And I agree. I mean, come on football. We're starting to do our work and our research. But again, I equate it to poker, Tony. I know you can love the analogy here. I'm just picking up the small pots. I'm just picking up the small pots every night. I see a small dog in tennis today. Just grab it. Just pick it up. Just pick up these small pots. That's what adds up, and maybe I've been watching too much of the World Series of Poker as well. They're getting down to the final table there. I couldn't make it out there this year, but maybe one of these years I'll be able to put a bracelet on my wrist.
Yeah, pretty exciting there to watch indeed, no doubt. All right, Ramon, keep up that great work, and we'll keep an eye on your video series, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Appreciate you, buddy.
You got it, Ramon Scott here on the Game Day Picks. Guys, with the Game Day Picks, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you would, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys live with us so you could bet in the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here on the show here. We'll go look at some of the comments. I love the comments coming from John Stewart. He's been producing some really good betting analysis there, talking about some parlays and some value there. So you guys, hope you're in the chat room keeping an eye on that. And we got him in here. He says, Ramon is a brawling gambler. I like it. I love it, right? He definitely is, man. He definitely is. No doubt about that. All right, let's continue on here on the show. It is now time for my pick, so let me get my game card up here for you guys right now. We're going to put up this one tonight between the Angels and the Astros. Big line here on the Astros, -175. The total sits here at 8. And yep, I'm gonna. It might sound square, but I'm gonna look at the Astros run line here, -1.5 runs here at -105 here against this Angels team, who it just seems they've won the last 6 games when Ohtani's on the mound. But what has happened when he's not on the mound? It hasn't been pretty. Framber Valdez will get the start. I like what he's putting up. This numbers: 2.64 ERA, WHIP 1.11. The left-hander getting the ground ball outs here at 67%. Does limit the home run damage. Detmer's kind of an up-and-down guy, young guy. He's 13 starts, ERA over 4, WHIP of 1.05. About 20% strikeout. The walk's a little high at 8.5%. Ground balls less than 40%, but 1.55 home runs per 9 innings. Remember, the Angels had lost 8 of 9 prior to that 7-1 win against Houston. And we've talked about how the Angels have won now 6 straight with Ohtani starting and then fallen flat with the remainder of the rotation. Astros had won 8 of 10. Well, they've won 8 of their past 11. And they are posting really elite numbers in their bullpen. Their bullpen has been fantastic all season long. And I'm just wanting to take a look here at the lineups here. As we know, Trout sat out yesterday's game because of his back spasms. He was not in the starting lineup. But let's see if that has changed here for today. I don't think we're going to get... so far he's not in the expected lineup, but we'll see if he's in there. But anyway, let's see if I got any change here when I hit the... Nope, I don't see him here in the expected lineup yet, but they're not finalized yet. So that's still up in the air at this hour. So we're going to go here with the Astros run line, lay the -1.5 runs at +105. We're getting plus money. And I'm sorry, we're not getting plus money. We're getting -105 here in this one. Now, that was the overnight number. It has moved in the favor of the Astros here, -105 with this run line. And, of course, you are taking the road team, so you are going to get 9 at-bats here from the Astros. All right, let's continue on. Boy, this Marlins team, they are leaving so many guys on base, opportunities after opportunities to put this one away, but we're going to extra innings here as they are not able to bring it. I think that 2 runners on here, no outs, and they get nothing. And that's been what it's like for the Marlins, right? When you take the Marlins, you got to be careful because they don't score a lot of runs. They put up base runners. They can't get them home. So it's very frustrating if you are a backer of the Miami Marlins. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com right now. And I have a 3-pack up there from Major League Baseball. Also have a guaranteed play going up there as well. Top unit producer over at Tony'sPicks.com right now in Major League Baseball here for 2022. Coming off a 4-0 day, so looking to build on that. So get on board. Of course, I have my long-term passes, my 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. You get all of my premium plays for Major League Baseball for that time period when you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. We'll also save you some money here. We'll take 20% off our premium pick packages. When you use a promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, clicking all our cappers tab, and getting signed up. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Before we get to the recap, let's get some information here from Sidney B. Keller. And he's asking about, good question. I'm glad you asked this because people are looking for this, and we're going to hopefully have some of this up on our show. He wants to know about the Nerfies, the no runs first innings. You guys have heard about those. And let me put that comment up for you guys. Yeah, that's something that I don't specialize in. And I asked, again, the cappers I put really no ceiling on our cappers, and I don't force them into action. Again, we're looking to build our roster. Of course, this is our first we've only been here, since January, I think, with our multi-capper. So we are going to build on our roster for football. So I want to make sure the guys are comfortable with the no-run first inning if that's what they bet. If they bet it, then they can put it on the show. But I don't want to force anybody into giving out picks that they're not comfortable in doing. I know the Nerfy. You actually can check Collins. Collins is a fan of those props, no runs first inning. So you can check some of his videos on his shorts. he'll produce those. Maybe he can give you some here on the show as well. So check Collins out for those no runs first inning. He is a fan of that. Again, it's just one of those things. I'm more into the game analysis. I haven't looked too much at the no run first inning personally, but again, we do have cappers there, and of course we are bringing in cappers, and I'm sure we'll have that information for you with the no runs first inning nerfies as well. Your fees and nerfies. That's what we call them now. All right, let's continue. That's a good question there from Timothy Keller, because that is something I know you guys want. But again, I want to make sure we have the cappers that are comfortable giving those picks out. I don't want to force them into anything. That's why that's important to me. All right, let's continue on here. I guess Timothy is liking the Brewers there in that no runs first inning. Okay, so thank you for that contribution there, Timothy. Appreciate all you guys' comments in the chat room. It's greatly appreciated. All right, let's go ahead and get the recap in, guys. Recap the plays from today's show. We started off with Collins. He liked the Mets Cubs going under 7.5. Mindy was on the White Sox plus 135 against the Twins. Ramon, Braves Nationals under 9.5. Yours truly here, the Astros run line minus 1.5 runs, minus 105 here against the Angels. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of Game Day Picks, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from TonySpicks.com. They'll deliver live free picks here for you for today's action. Of course, be sure to like, subscribe, set notifications. All right, let's go ahead and bring our crew from today. We're going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great night, afternoon. We'll talk